Thank you, my dear colleagues, for the privilege. My application is also brought under Order 8, Rule 4, and the gamut of the application is a breach of Section 92 of the Constitution by Independent National Electoral Commission. My dear colleagues, you are aware that Section 92 provides for the number of persons at the State Assembly. And as we speak today, for decades, INEC has consistently and persistently breached that section of the Constitution. Therefore, at the state level, you find out that several states are underrepresented. It is our function and our duty to ensure that the Constitution is upheld. I would therefore urge you to see this as a matter of urgent national importance, that this section of the Constitution be looked into, be upheld, and that our people be adequately and properly represented at the state level. I therefore urge you to please support this application as one that is urgent and important to be taken here and now. Thank you, sir. Commission to carry out proper delimitation or delineation of electoral constituencies in several states of the country in line with the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The House also knows that INEC's action has thereby denied people of such affected states and constituencies of their constitutionally guaranteed right to adequate representation at the state houses of assembly. The House also knows that the above constitutional provision is mandatory, thus failure to comply with it amounts to an infraction of the Constitution. The House further notes that presently there are about 66 such constituencies spread across 19 states of the Federation, which includes Akwa Ibom 4, Anambra 3, Bauchi 5, Benue 4, Borno 2, Delta 1, Edo 3, Imo 3, Jigawa 3, Kaduna 6, Katsina 6, Kogi 2, Niger 3, Ogun 1, Ondo 1, Osun 1, Oyo 8, Rivers 7, and Sokoto 3. The House is aware that the Independent National Electoral Commission is established under Section 153(1)(f) of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 1999 and under the Electoral Act Cap E6, Laws of Federation of Nigeria. The House is also aware that INEC has powers to delimit and delineate electoral constituencies as provided under Sections 71A and B and Sections 112 to 114 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The House is further aware that Section 91 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria provides that, subject to the provision of this Constitution, a House of Assembly of a state shall consist of 3 or 4 times the number of seats which that state has in the House of Representatives, divided in a way to reflect as far as possible nearly equal population, provided that a House of Assembly of a state shall consist of not less than 24 and not more than 40 members. The House is concerned that there has been non-compliance with Section 91 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thus, several states in the country are underrepresented in various state houses of assembly due to INEC's deliberate neglect, refusal, and/or failure to properly delineate state electoral constituencies across the country in line with the Constitution. The House is concerned that INEC's inaction has led to a shortfall in the minimum number of seats allowed by the Constitution in respect of affected 19 states. The House is worried that INEC's inaction has thereby denied the people of such affected states and constituencies of their constitutionally guaranteed right to adequate representation at the various state houses of assembly, and by extension led to a denial of the people's right to properly participate in critical issues that have come for deliberation before the various assemblies. The House is thereby called upon to, 1, urge INEC to immediately release all suppressed state constituencies across the country in line with the provisions of Section 91 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 1999 and the 2006 population figures, and forward same to the National Assembly for ratification. 2, that a copy of the House resolution be forwarded to the Senate for its concurrence. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Thank you. Any seconder will be Honorable Jagaba.
There is an infraction of Section 99 of the Constitution, and all we are doing is to call on INEC done properly. Let the suppressed state constituencies be released by INEC in line with the provisions of the law, and then also to ask that our colleagues in the Senate be also given the opportunity to concur, so that this proper delineation will be brought to the National Assembly for ratification. I therefore urge my dear colleagues to support this motion, as our colleague Osai will say, with the speed of light. Thank you, sir.
Honorable